With the beginning of my second channel, and with the resurgence of Resident Evil and its popularity thanks to Resident Evil Requiem, I decided to try something a little bit old school. Not because my pockets are dry, but because I wanted to see how this whole story started in the first place. So let's get into the video. Welcome to Resident Evil, and my night started out bad and only got worse. So here we are, stepping into the shoes of Rebecca Chambers. She's young, she's smart, and she definitely did sign up for whatever this is. She's part of the STAR's special ops team, which sounds impressive. So you realise it mostly involves dropping into nightmare situations with minimal backup and questionable management. Kinda like your average job in today's world. Now I did make a video, it wasn't really kind of narrated, but you know, you can always check out, it's literally the video just above this one. Now in this first video, she stepped onto a train where all the passengers are turned into zombies, and for the first few moments on board, it's actually kind of chilled until you go up a floor.
I'll go check over there.
Okay.
Yo, what's up?
Come on.
Okay.
How's the Apex movement going? It's going actually like pretty good. I'm still trying to help me, Billy. Oh, there's another one. Now, would you believe it or not, after all that turmoil and chaos, this is where things start to get kind of dicey. Because not only did this train suddenly start moving whilst I was inside of it, I'm now skedaddling my way over the top, trying to be a hero. And let me tell you this right now, you wouldn't catch me dead doing this IRL. Now, with that being said, I kept going, and right in the middle of exploring some more rooms, my game decides to crash. I'm not saying it, cool stuff. 7-6. The screen froze again. Oh, this game's so buggy. Okay, I need to restart the game again. I'm on big screen at the moment, like a full screen. I'm gonna take out a full screen. But anybody that knows me or watches my stream knows I ain't a quitter. So we go back. Once I loaded back into the game, it was at this very moment I got a little confused about where to go. Maybe it was because I crashed. Maybe it's purely because I got ADHD. I don't know. Wait, are we in the right place? I mean, the game is old, and it's not as linear as maps tend to be these days. But it does kind of add to the charm. It does make you realise that back in the day, these gamers didn't have it easy. They really had to fuck it out. I think one major problem with the game, and something that a lot of modern gamers tend to agree on with this game, is the inventory. Or should I say, the lack of it. I thought later on into the game, inventory space might have been touched on a little bit, but nope. It's the same tiny space as before, the same struggle. Every time you pick up an item, it feels like a life decision. You pick something up and you're basically committed to it. I feel like there's a lack of flexibility here. But hey, I mean, it's survival, and I guess that's what they wanted us to feel like, you know? Like every decision mattered. Even when it comes to simply carrying a gun, a couple of weapons, or even a key item. So not before long, I'm back on top of the train, trying to jump down the cracks again. So after a lot of exploring and frustration, and cussing out the developers, and running around in circles, I discovered that I could just open up the jewelry box. How do we... Oh my gosh. You're kidding me right now, right? You're actually joking. I managed to come across a couple hours ago. And yes, it genuinely took me 2 hours to get to that point. But hey, I got there in the end. And even better, train key, that's progress. We're moving. Feels like we're actually getting somewhere for once. And soon enough, we got a cutscene. I did that. I literally did that like 2 seconds ago. Why is it working now? So one thing I find funny about the story in Resident Evil 0 is that Umbrella actually sent a whole team, Delta team to be specific, under the orders of Wesker. I mean, just look at him. Sure, yeah, you know, he's got kind of a daddy build, I get it, but nothing about this guy says leadership, just shadiness. Long story short, Delta team was sent to investigate what happened there, so in theory, it should have been a controlled operation, but yeah, that falls apart immediately. Out of nowhere, zombie leeches hit the team, and before it even starts, it's already over. 1 second they're soldiers and a high salary paid job, next minute they're zombies. And just like that, the entire crew running the team is gone. It's just Rebecca and Billy. which means in terms of whoever's controlling the train, no one's in control anymore. And you can feel it too, because the train starts speeding up and doesn't seem like it has any intentions of slowing down. It's not stopping, it's getting worse. Rebecca and Billy are flying through the mountains, there's no brakes, no driver, nothing. At this point, it's pretty obvious where this is heading. So now it's left up to Rebecca and Billy, who had absolutely no business trying to fix this situation. They split up, each taking different controls of the parts of the train, trying to manually activate the brakes, while everything around them is trying to kill them. I'm not gonna lie to you, it was kind of a struggle. I did get cooked a couple of times, and I did have to start all over again, but yeah, I guess the clip will speak for itself.
What?
Be careful.
Be careful.
How did I know? How did I know? Ow. What? Yeah. What's up, Gandalf? We needed to take ammo. Oh no, we've gone all the way back to the start. You're cooked. Do this. I didn't even want to pick her anyway. I wanted to be Billy.
I think the worst part about this whole thing was that I had to do math. Now, I never passed math. I mean, not until at least like 2 years after my GCSEs, but math? When do gamers ever want to do math? We do games to avoid maths. Unless you're like a, a brainiac type of gamer. Shout out to you guys are sick. But yeah, me, maths, shooting. Doesn't really correlate unless I'm adding up my ammo inventory.
We did it! Holy, I was like, oh my gosh.
Anyway, they finally get the brakes to work, and you already know what happens. There's a dramatic stop, the screen goes black, and there's a mystery about whether anybody survived. But come on, we're the main characters. Like, nothing bad's gonna happen to them, right? Like, nothing at all, right? Anyway, enough foreshadowing. After the train goes off the rails, and the courtesy of some plot armor, Billy and Rebecca survive. I mean, after all of that, you would think we'd have like a little bit of a break, right? Maybe some place to relax, maybe some place to just kind of stay still for a second. Nope, now I'm out of the train, inside the train station, and I get jumped by some zombies and get cooked. And you know what the worst part is? My save was even recent, which means I had to start all the way up from the last save, which was inside the train, all over again. Eventually though, I do get to the next cutscene. Anyways, while all of this is happening, to keep you guys up to par if you haven't followed the story just yet, Wesker and Birkin are watching us from a distance and acting like they're in control of the whole situation. But then this mysterious guy just shows up out of nowhere and blames them for the death of his friend, brother, I don't know, Marcus, calling them out like he knew exactly what they did. I don't know, family drama, friend drama, you know how it is. Anyway, back with Rebecca and Billy, they climb out the wreck and end up at this umbrella facility. It looks kind of like a training school, but the second you step inside, it's kind of obvious this place hasn't been normal for a long time. There are documents everywhere, there's a bit of research, notes left behind, and everything points back to this one man, James Marcus. Now, if everything points back to this one person, it's pretty obvious that this guy had a big part to play in it. And especially he was one of Umbrella's founders. And the more you look into it, the worse it gets. Now, the more you explore, the more you start to realize this place wasn't just a school, it was a front. Marcus was on experiments here, not small ones either. He was using people, kids even, as test subjects, turning them into bioorganic weapons. And now what's left of them? Bugs. And they're still here. Anyway, you do some more exploring, there's a basement area, and yeah, it's exactly what you'd expect. Blood everywhere, equipment that definitely wasn't used for anything humane. But yeah, the rest of the stream was just a lot of me doing exploring, trying to figure out where to go, what to do. I haven't actually completed the story yet. But if you guys did want to see me complete the story, come hang out on my Twitch streams. I even stream on TikTok as well. You can watch me play it through the live. Thanks for watching. If you did like this video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Okay, so a lot of you guys know me for making Apex Legends content, although I only have like 200 subscribers, maybe a little bit more. Regardless, I appreciate all of you. I've always wanted to divert into something a little bit more different, maybe a bit more variety, some different streams, you know, maybe a little bit of like, you know, video login or game video login. So this is what my second channel is for. On here, I'll be playing loads of different games, anything that you can think of. If you guys have any suggestions in the comments, I'd be more than happy to listen to it and see what you guys think. I also stream pretty much every day. You guys can join the stream, you know, say if you wanted me to play anything else, I'd be more than happy to. But other than that, welcome to my second channel.